Welcome back to All Again, where passion meets music, and today I'm running through my music collection from the letters D to M. So let's dive straight in. On the D's first, so we have English rock band The Darkness. Huge fans of these guys when they came out in 2003. And then their follow-up album wasn't as good, and they kind of faded away and then came back in a reunion. But yeah, they were a great rock band back in the early 2000s when I was playing guitar and getting into music. Next on the D's we have Def Leppard. They're a classic band who came to prominence in the 1980s, but to be honest, they're still a great band. Saw them 2 summers ago and they were absolutely excellent. This is obviously Hysteria and this is Pyromania, 2 of their absolute classics. Next on the D's is, of course, Deep Purple. So we've got In Rock, of course, absolutely classic album. I've got Fireball, it's actually in the CD player at the moment, so the CD's over there. And then we've got Machine Head Deluxe version. I actually started off with the best of Deep Purple. This one here, Deepest Purple. The best of Deep Purple. Not sure what year that was released. I think it was in the 1990s. But yeah, love Deep Purple. Great band. Moving on now to Dire Straits. And we have Brothers in Arms. Absolutely brilliant album. Great recording on this one. And great production. And we have The Best of Dire Straits and Mark Knopfler. Again, another great compilations album. Moving on to The Doors here. We have the original self-titled debut album from The Doors and also the Best of compilation. Love the cover on that. It's absolutely classic, iconic. Okay, moving on to D. Dylan, Bob Dylan. So I've got this compilation, his greatest hits from the late 1960s albums, should I say. We've got the Unplugged and we've got just simply a best of version. Bob Dylan's okay. I like his stuff, but never the biggest fan. So don't have a lot of his stuff. Next we go on to the Eagles. So I've got this box set, all the studio albums from 1972 to 1979. So you can see that there. Huge Eagles fan. Absolutely love the Eagles, especially the guitar playing from Don Felder and Joe Walsh. Can't beat it. I also have Hotel California on its own. And I have a greatest hits album there from the Eagles. Moving on to Fleetwood Mac. I have the best of Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac. Absolutely brilliant album. Not available fully on Spotify. Another reason why you should keep collecting physical media. And then in terms of Fleetwood Mac albums, I have The Legendary Rumours. And I also have Tango in the Night. So yeah, love a bit of Fleetwood Mac. Next we have Foo Fighters. So quite a few albums from Foo Fighters here. I have their original debut album, self-titled Foo Fighters. I've got One by One, released in 2002. I have the acoustic one, Skin and Bones live acoustic album. I've got Echo, Silence, Patience and Grace. That one there. I've got probably my favourite Foo Fighters album, Wasting Light, produced by Butch Vig, recently released in 2011. Absolutely classic album. And then I have this one I picked up for €5, Sonic Highways. Can't go wrong. Okay, so that's my Foo Fighters collection. Next we move on to Foreigner. I actually bought all of these albums in one hit when I was in New York last year at Book Off. So I'll show you here. We have the original release from Foreigner, their self-titled debut album. We have Double Vision, their second album. Head Games. Foreigner 4, produced of course by Mutt Lange, excellent album. And then Agent Provocateur, which includes the big hit from them, I Want to Know What Love Is. So yeah, Foreigner, good band. I must do some videos on them shortly. Next we move into Free. I just have a compilation album from Free. All their best hits, 18 songs in total. Really like Free, good band. Next we move on to Rory Gallagher. So quite a few albums from Rory. So I have, starting off with this compilation, which is 5 original albums in a compilation. So we got Juice, Calling Card, Top Priority, Jinx and Fresh Evidence. I've got Photo Finish from Rory. I've got Against the Grain, which is a classic. Tattoo, another classic. And Live in Europe, which is a brilliant album as well. Picked up for like €2 or something. Can't go wrong. I have, not that I'm a big fan, but I do have David Gray's White Ladder. I think every household in Ireland owns this one, and I didn't buy it at the time because I wasn't a big David Gray fan, but I saw it for, you can see there, €4, and I said, look, I'm going to add it to the collection. I'll probably do a video on it at some point, so it's worth having there. Next we have Green Day, who I would be a fan of. So I've got Ducky from 1994. I've got Nimrod, and I've also got the legendary American Idiot. Absolutely classic. Moving on to G, Guns N' Roses, or staying on G, should I say. Got Appetite for Destruction. Got Use Your Illusion 1. Don't actually own Use Your Illusion 2, but I must change that in the new year. We've got Iron Maiden, Best of the Beast. I actually don't own any Iron Maiden albums, and that's a shame because I'm a big fan, so I really need to change that. Just one of those bands. I had the greatest hits, and then I had all the albums on MP3, so never really went for it, but I will change that. Jimi Hendrix Experience, and Electric Ladyland, two absolute classics there. I have one-offs then. I have Journey Escape. I have British Steel from Judas Priest. I've got two Kings of Leon albums. I've got the original album, which is a great album, love it. And I've got Because of the Times, which was their big mainstream breakthrough album. Yeah, it's okay. There's some good stuff on it, but there's a lot of stuff on it that's a bit poppy for me. I've got the Best of the Kinks. I've got the Best of Kiss. And then we go into Led Zeppelin. So I've got a lot of Led Zeppelin here. I have to take it in two pieces. So I've got Led Zeppelin's debut album, self-titled. Led Zeppelin 2. Led Zeppelin 3. Led Zeppelin 4. Led Zeppelin 5. See what I did there? There is no Led Zeppelin 5 yet, anyway. Houses of the Holy, absolutely classic. And this photograph or art is taken from Giant's Causeway in the north of Ireland. So, very significant there. We have the absolute masterpiece, the double album. Probably one of the best double albums of all time. Physical Graffiti, absolutely classic. Okay, we move into the second half of Led Zeppelin albums. We've got Presence, classic album. We've got In Through the Outdoor. This is when things started to change, and then of course John Bonham passed away and they released this one, Coda, posthumously. Then we have the BBC Sessions, given to me by one of my mates who had it there, wasn't listening to it, and decided it would have a good home with me. We have the early days, the Best of Led Zeppelin Volume 1. The later days, the Best of Led Zeppelin Volume 2. So those two albums were my brother-in-law's. Again, he was getting rid of stuff and decided he wanted to part with them, so I was happy to take them. And then we have the Mothership from 2007. So, yeah, love Led Zeppelin. Probably my favourite, or definitely one of my favourite bands. Okay, so we've a lot of one-offs here, so we'll just run through them. We've Leonard Skinner's Greatest Hits. We have Limp Bizkit, Chocolate Starfish. We have Linkin Park, their first album, Hybrid Theory. Manic Street Preachers, so I've got Generation Terrorists. I've got Everything Must Go. This Is My Truth. Tell Me Yours. 1998. Got that when it came out. I think it was 1998. Yes. Bought that when it came out, so that was a great one. Megadeth. We have Rust in Peace. Countdown to Extinction. United Abominations. And then I've all the Metallica albums, so Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and Justice for All, the Black Album, Load, Reload, Garage Inc., S&M, Saint Anger, Death Magnetic, Hardwired to Self-Destruct, and then sneaking out at the back there, 72 Seasons. Okay, and then we come into the next rack down. I just took these out so I could keep it nice and neat and I wouldn't be running back. So we have Moby Play. I bought this album after he played Slain and absolutely rocked it in 1999. He played in 2001 also, but I didn't see him at that gig. Okay, then we have Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill. Great album, love this one. Motorhead, No Sleep Till Hammersmith. Brilliant live album. Motorhead Motorizer. I went to see them on this tour, so I bought the album. It's not bad. And then we have Motorhead, Ace of Spades, but I think this is actually a greatest hits compilation album. It was released in 1999. Love it. Then we're into Muse. So we've got Origin of Symmetry by Muse. We've got Absolution. We've got Black Holes and Revelations. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Black Holes and Revelations. And then we've got The Resistance. So that's all the M's. So from D to M. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know a lot of people are interested in what people have in their collections and what their musical taste is. So hopefully you get a flavour of what stuff I'm into. As I always say there's a lot of gaps in my collection. I'm still on the hunt. I'm constantly going out looking for deals. It's very rare I pay over €10 for a CD. So when I get secondhand CDs, I absolutely love it just to fill the gaps in my collection. But yeah, look, this collection is going to grow. You're on this journey with me. And I would love to hear what sort of stuff you have in your collection from D to M. So please add it in the comments below. If you could also subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. All that stuff helps out my channel. And I will talk to you in the next one. Bye for now.